Hi guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This week I'm gonna be keeping up with a popular trend here on my YouTube channel. It's all about pineapples. And because you guys have been asking for more cakes, here is a really cute Dolce Gabbana flip-flops cake. So let's get started. I'm using velvet vanilla pound cake. Recipe link is in the description box, and I baked 9 by 13 cake. I trimmed the top and I torted the cake so we have 2 cake layers. And now it's time to shape the cake so it looks like flip-flops. So I'm using a paper template and a sharp knife. And you just want to cut around the template. Make sure that you reserve all the scraps for later. You can make cake pops or just snack on the cake. Stick it in the freezer. You can serve it with ice cream or just as it is. Cut out a flip-flop cardboard base and layer the cake on top of that. Spread more Swiss buttercream onto the cake and then put the second layer on top. I'm going to quickly crumb coat the cake and then we're gonna stick it into the refrigerator until it firms up. Remember, you have to repeat this on the other cake as well. Remember, you can find both recipes for the Swiss buttercream and velvet vanilla pound cake on my YouTube channel. Links are posted down below in the description box. Once you have your cakes iced and they are chilling, we can make the pineapples. I'm using yellow marshmallow fondant and a small oval shaped cutter. And then use something with a blade. I'm using a small spatula to make that traditional pineapple pattern. Just press gently so you don't cut through. For the leaves, I ended up using a small leaf cutter from my fall cookie cutter set. And same thing, I'm just gonna add few lines for more interesting design, and then we're going to trim the bottom with the oval shaped cutter so it fits nicely on the pineapple like this. You can cover it with saran wrap to prevent drying out while we are working on covering the cake with marshmallow fondant. Now I am following a real design of Dolce Gabbana flip-flops, so I wanted to match the color of the flip-flops I found online, and I used pink and red to get this nice color. Use your hands to firmly press the fondant layer onto the cake so it doesn't peel off or you don't have bubbles forming underneath, and then trim off the excess. Smooth out the sides with fondant smoother, and then you have to repeat this on the other flip-flop. Dust it off and then we can add those cute pineapples. I'm using a little bit of water to glue these onto the cake. And then repeat on the other flip-flop as well. So now we're going to wrap each cake in a strip of green fondant. So first you're gonna make a snake and then roll it out with a rolling pin and then cut out a long strip. Use some cornstarch on there and then roll it. Apply a little bit of water on the bottom and then attach the green strip. Press gently and then trim off the excess in the back. Now for the straps. So to make the straps I am going to use a wire. Fold it in half. First you need to determine how long you want the wire, so that's why I was making those indentations on the cake. I'm going to twist this part And then we're gonna separate 2 wires, and I'm going to wrap it in yellow fondant that I mixed with some Tylose powder. Use a little bit of water on the fondant and then press the edges together. So now we can shape it and let it dry. First though, I have to add that little tiny, I don't know what to call it, a post. You know, where you hook your big toe. So I'm going to do that now, just shape it. And then I'm going to let it dry for about an hour or so until it firms up a little bit, and then we can attach it onto the cake. So here I'm trimming the wire, just seeing how it fits, and then I'm going to bend it so I can stick it into the cake. Now if you want it to be really careful, you can also insert a drinking straw in there, and then the wire is not touching the cake, it's in a drinking straw. I did not do that. So now we're going to paint the pineapple. So I'm using ivory food coloring, brown food coloring, and some green, and a little bit of vodka to dilute the color. So basically I'm just following those lines we made with a blade, and then we're going to add also some green here and there. For those of you who don't want to use vodka or don't have the alcohol in the house, you can also use water to dilute the food color. Just make sure that you dab it on a clean, dry paper towel before you add too much water onto the cake or onto the fondant, because fondant and water, they don't get along very well. And the last thing I'm going to, first I'm just writing Dolce Gabbana with edible marker, and then I'm gonna go over it with silver edible paint. The very last thing is the scent. So I'm using some tea biscuits to make the scent, and I'm gonna just spread it on my cake board, and then we can place the cakes on top. And there you have it. Dolce Gabbana pineapple print flip-flops. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making this cake. And now, would you take these to the beach with you? I definitely would. They are totally adorable. For more pineapple fun, stay tuned for my next video this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.